I think we're in potential hostile takeover territory from the Finns right now.
Huh.
Like, are the Finns running the Dallas Stars organization if we're trading Jason Robertson to keep Mikael Granlund?
This is what I want to get to. Dallas Stars shopping Jason Robertson. Why? On Sportsnet 590, discussing that Jason Robertson's name is out there, could be moved to make room for a Mikael Granlund extension if Dumba or Lyubushkin can't be shipped out. If you are wondering who those people are, Jason Robertson is a 25-year-old, two-time 40-goal scorer. He's not Finnish. Mikael Granlund is 33 years old, had 22 goals and 66 points in 83 games this past year, but he is Finnish. If you are moving out a 25-year-old, two-time 40-goal scorer so you could sign a player that I love, teams fucking do this to me. Like when Don Sweeney signed David Backes, that stupid contract, I was like, if you make me make fun of David Backes, Don Sweeney, I will, Lord help me, is what I'll do. If Jim Nill makes me make fun of Mikael Granlund and his contract, I'm going to be so pissed at him.
I want to believe this isn't true so badly because I have so much respect for Jim Nill and the job that he does. But if he trades Jason Robertson to make room for a Mikael Granlund extension as part of a 2-year window in which he also signed Matt Dumba and Ilya Lyubushkin, which is part of the reason why he might not have enough money for both Jason Robertson and Mikael Granlund. Holy shit, man. Like, that is unbelievable. And you're right in the sense that, like, nobody will have more pressure on them unfairly than Mikael Granlund if he stays in Dallas. And part of the reason why he's able to stay in Dallas is because Jason Robertson was traded out of town because of him. Like, the expectations for Mikael Granlund will be so unfairly high based off of the bar that sets.
Could you imagine if, like, when Edmonton re-signed Adam Henrique, it came with some, like, and you lost player X for it? And you could say the offer sheet sort of thing, but, like what I'm saying is, like, Mikael Granlund is, like, more in that mold than he is in a Jason Robertson, like, star, unbelievable 40-goal scorer multiple times sort of thing. Sometimes I do this with teams because I wonder if they do it, which is, you know what? I know that this is going to be, we're going to take a loss here, but if we zoom out and we say, we gave up this, we got these guys, it's not so bad. If you go back to the beginning of this year and you pretend the picks weren't traded, you could say, all right, we gave up Logan Stankoven and Jason Robertson, and we got Mikko Rantanen and Mikael Granlund. You say, well, they got the best player out of the four that is discussed there. They definitely gave up the next best two, but if you really want Mikko Rantanen, got to pay a huge, crazy price. That's fine. They also gave up like a bunch of first-round picks. What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Don't do this. Do not trade Jason Robertson to make room for Mikael Granlund.
And like we've had the discussion about a Jason Robertson trade. I'm okay with the Jason Robertson trade. And to take words out of Sean Shapiro's mouth, it depends on the return. What are you getting back? That is what justifies a Jason Robertson trade, especially if you're concerned about your ability to re-sign him beyond his current contract. I based off of all the information that is coming at us right now, which is yet to be confirmed, but I trust it. Elliot says it. I trust Elliot. I think we're in potential hostile takeover territory from the Finns right now.
Huh.
Like, are the Finns running the Dallas Stars organization if we're trading Jason Robertson to keep Mikael Granlund?
I think Jake Ottinger is running it, and the Finns are his shooters. He's got to keep his Finns happy because that's his goon squad.
So Otter
got his coach
the
fired.
Don, and
Yes.
the Finns are the muscle.
Yes.
I'm trying to find, what is this Mikael Granlund contract even going to be? What are you signing him to that means you got to get rid of Jason Robertson? I know the money is tight. Shouldn't have signed a bunch of bad defensemen, but he's 33 years old, coming off a $5 million AAV. Are you going much higher than that?
I wouldn't think so. And like honestly, like Granlund's a really good player and was really good for Dallas down the stretch. But like I view him as more of like a hired gun.
Yes, that's the guy that you get. I mean, I even think this way, kind of. It's crazy, but like I kind of feel this way with Marchand in Florida, where depending on what the price becomes, that just might be you miss him so fucking bad and you remember the days that you had him, but know that he's outpricing himself.
Mm-hmm.
We can't sign that guy, but I think that you're bang on where it's recency bias. They had a lot of guys not perform for them down the stretch, and they're like, we keep him. We bring him back. He did something for us. He's Finnish. That's that. Don't get rid of Jason Robertson so you could do that. Really, really don't do that. And William Karlsson, not as available as people might have been suggesting. Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts said that teams think he's not available, either from whispers they've heard or from trying to trade for him and being told he's not available. And that is interesting in terms of what the Knights do in free agency, because they make sense for Mitch Marner if they can move a contract. Initially, we thought it would be Stone. Then yesterday, we started to see William Karlsson. If I'm the Knights, I'm not in a hurry to move William Karlsson's contract. He's coming off a down year, but he's making $5.9 million. If he's a top 6 guy for you, that is fine money.
Yeah, I don't know at this point if William Karlsson, I want him to be a top 6 guy on my team. I just think that he's probably better suited in your bottom 6 at this point. What I will say, final note on the Robertson thing is, like, again, if you get a good return for Robertson and you're able to fill some of the gaps that Dallas clearly had with their roster this year, and Jason Robertson helps you do that, and part of a bigger plan to mitigate the loss of Jason Robertson is signing Mikael Granlund to like keep some of that forward firepower, then it becomes a lot more sensical.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you can't base the reasoning of trading Jason Robertson around keeping Mikael Granlund.
Exactly. As long as, and I can't believe that Granlund is in the same sentence as we might have to trade Jason Robertson. Make it because of other things, and then say, well, at least we can, now with some of the money that we save, Granlund wants to come back, no state income tax, wants a hometown discount, or will give us a hometown discount or whatever, we sign him. Yeah, sure. Like, nobody remembers that right after the Bruins traded Tyler Seguin, they signed Jarome Iginla.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Bruins didn't trade Tyler Seguin to sign Jarome Iginla. They traded Tyler Seguin for a bunch of weird reasons, but like that was another thing that happened. Make those two independent occurrences. Don't make one the cause of the other, because if you are prioritizing Granlund over Jason Robertson, you have lost your way, even if you're fed up with his streakiness.
Yeah, what if the plan is to trade Robertson? Maybe you get like a couple good-ish players, some futures, and then you use that flexibility to go out and sign somebody for a lower number than Jason Robertson, and then like maybe on the aggregate, you've got Mikael Granlund and another player that you land in free agency, plus the return for Robertson. Then it starts to come into a little bit clearer of picture that like you ultimately didn't want to pay the Robertson the number that he would command down the road on an extension. And instead of doing that, you reallocate the funds while also getting something for Robertson. That to me would make more sense.
I mean, I've traded this guy to every team but Dallas. It makes so much sense for them. What if Dallas trades Robertson for a Noah Dobson? They need Noah Dobson. Noah Dobson would help everybody, but like need a right defenseman, do something like that, and then if you save money in the deal, I don't know Dobson's contract situation, then yeah, spend it on filling out the rest of the roster. And that, like, if you make the Robertson move a lateral move, just don't lose the Jason Robertson trade.
Yeah, don't get rid of Jason Robertson to become a worse team because your priorities are weird.
Right, to like get away from Jason Robertson's money would be a very, very stupid move.
We all silly like the mayor.